Welcome to the Matrix AI Network. The Matrix makes AI accessible to everyone. Matrix AI technology has solved slow processing speeds, lack of security, usage complexity, and wasted resources. Matrix aimed to build a blockchain-based AI economy. Matrix built a self-evolving AI platform with safe data management, transparent data sharing, and access to an ever-growing set of on-chain AI data, models, and applications. All core functions are complete. And no, Matrix 3.0 is coming.
Hello, matricians. Now it's 3 p.m. in Hong Kong and also in Beijing. So our CEO Owen is with me, and we are holding this monthly AMA as usual. And just like previous month, we have many questions submitted by our matricians, and thanks for that. And today we have screened a total of 8 questions that our CEO Owen will address one by one. And it's good to see that the quality of questions are getting better and better. When I say quality of question, meaning the depth of the question itself and the scope of the question, or the question that are not kinds of repeat of the previous month's question that submitted. So those are good signs in terms of a good community, and it's a mature community, so to speak. So that's very good to us and also to yourself. And I remember one of the questions is about what do you think are important, and one of the answer is about the trust from the community, and that's the effort that we spent for the past years, especially for the past 2 years. So without further ado, I would like to start the AMA question with Owen. Owen, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, good. Let's go then. Question 1. This question comes from No Fear. Do you still remember No Fear, Owen?
Yeah.
Did I say, okay, No Fear? You do have some fears, right?
Yes.
Okay, we have 2 questions coming from No Fear. The first question is, you say that the Manta platform will be active soon. Is there anything negative about the test done? Will the Manta platform be used this year? Yeah, Owen, I think this will be a quick answer.
Yeah. We just, as you know, we just released our guide document about how to install our Manta client on your machines right now. Yeah. After that, and your client and your computing power will be connected to our Matrix network when we receive some business orders, and your machine will get some task, and you will rent your GPU computing power out and to finish some computing work. After that, you will get the reverse. That's how the our Manta system works. Yeah. So after that, the Manta will be active and running very soon. During our testing period, we have found some bugs, and we have already fixed most of them. And we still are doing our best to improve the whole FFC for our Manta system to make it better and can do more job in the future. Yeah, that's how is everything going on.
Okay, good. Thank you. That's a very good answer. So, No Fear, I think, I know you submitted this question much earlier than today, 28th of November. And as a matter of fact, we have just released the announcement, which is about the deployment guide for Manta on Manta, and this guide consists of the hardware requirement and also the how to launch it. I mean, how to launch the web services. So you can take a look at the guide. And the Manta platform already been deployed on the mainnet as we mentioned before. And this guide is trying to help those interest parties trying to set up their ones and to get their tasks and get rewards in terms of GPU mining. So yeah, do take a look, and thanks for that, Sofia. And Sofia, you have a second question, so shall we move on? Okay, the second question is, your work is exciting, yeah? You do understand that. I follow it. What problem do you plan to solve first for Web3? Well, that's a very big question, Sofia. Yeah, Owen.
I think in the Web3 industry, the first problems we'd like to solve, I think we have two targets. The first one is the decentralized ID, and the second one is the privacy computing. We choose them. I think have some reasons for that. And the first one is the decentralized ID and the privacy computing are both very important in the Web3 industry. And the second reason is that we already have some base work in this industry. For example, our fingerprint scanning technologies. I think it should be used in the DID projects. I think it may do some contribute for the decentralized ID system. And on the other hand, our Manta is a perfect solution for the privacy computing. I think maybe in the future we can do some work to change our Manta platform and make it suitable for the privacy computing in the Web3 world. Yeah, that's my question. That's my answer.
Thanks, Owen. So you are quite exciting as Sofia that you say you that's your question. All right, so Sofia, so Owen just answer your question, and as a matter of fact, Owen mentioned two parts. That is the DID and also the privacy computing, things like that. And we're going to release our Matrix 3.0 roadmap soon. And I think we can solve more problem on top of this too. Yeah, so it will be very exciting. And as you said, yeah. So stay tuned, and I think we will release very soon. And hopefully your low fear will be really low fear. Okay, good, thank you. And then the third question from Doug Funny. Owen, like you say, the DID, the Fingerprint wallet. Will the Bio wallet create a Soulbound token, which was proposed by Vitalik? That is a non-transferable Web3 identity. Yeah, very good question. And as I said in the beginning, the quality of question is getting better and better. Yeah, then we are very glad to receive such questions. Thank you. Thanks, Doug Funny. Owen, hand over to you.
I think at first the Bio wallet I think is very suitable for the Web3 identity. So we have the same opinion about this. And about the Soulbound token, which is proposed by the Vitalik, I think is a very good and interesting solution for the DID, but we haven't decided to add it into our Bio wallet system. Maybe we will add it or not. We haven't made this decision. But before that, the first job for us is we can join our fingerprint scan technologies into the DID system. That's the first thing we need to. After that, we'd like to spend more time to design the ecosystem for our DID. So then we will decide whether we will add the Soulbound token into it or not. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Move on from Morphine Cloud. This is the question. Please bear with me, it's a bit long. Who are the competitors of Matrix in blockchain space, in your opinion? So this is the first question. And this question, I think we have addressed before. Could Matrix compete with Singularity Network, AGIX? So this is the key part of the question. So often let's forget about the first part of the question about the competitors, because we have addressed those before also in our article series. So the essence of this question is, could Matrix compete with Singularity Net, and the Singularity is interoperable by leveraging Ethereum and Cardano blockchains? Is Matrix gonna build a bridge to communicate with other blockchains and to be interoperable overall? And Singularity has made the famous robot called Sofia. Could Matrix build robots just like them? Thank you. Yeah, very interesting question, Morphine. Yeah, Owen.
Yeah, at first, I think the Singularity is a different project with the Matrix, and the main job they are doing is they can build a bridge between the different platform, which make all of the platform can communication with each other. That's how the Singularity works. But Matrix, in our opinion, we'd like to at first one of our main function is we can offer we can output the decentralized computing power. So in the near future, we'd like to make our decentralized computing power can be used in different platforms such as Ethereum or Cardano or something else. That we'd like to offer some tools for the users from different platforms. They can use our computing powers on different blockchain or on different platform. For the last questions, I think the robot is different with the intelligent artificial intelligence. In fact, they are very different. We can't build any robot like Sofia right now, but our AI algorithm can do much more things than you think. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, thank you, Owen. Yeah, so Owen, please allow me to leak something or share something. Morphine, you mentioned about the robot called Sofia, and in our Matrix 3.0 we use here. Okay, so you stay tuned with that. Thank you. Coming from Nabil, do you have a release date for Matrix 3.0? Owen?
Yes, we are working on the Matrix 3.0 roadmap in the past months, and we almost finished this work. I think that we will release the whole roadmap in the near future. Then you will figure out all the exact data for all the important milestones in our new roadmap. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, Owen mentioned it very clearly. For the past month, we have been spending a lot of effort setting down our direction for Matrix 3.0, because we think haste makes waste, and the direction is critical because it dictates our direction for the coming years, and it is worth our time and effort to think clearly of where we are going to lead the Matrix 3.0 into. And we have a lot of meetings and a lot of discussions and disagreements, things like that. And finally, we have reached to a stage that we are almost done with the so-called white paper or roadmap, and it will be ready soon. So, and I cannot disclose too much just stay tuned with that, and I'm sure you will like it. Yeah. And thanks to the brain of Owen and also other colleagues for their collective wisdoms for the direction of Matrix 3.0. And our tagline this time is into the matrix, and think about the matrix, the name itself. Okay, that's what I can share with you right now. And Owen just mentioned it will be released soon, so just wait. All right, getting to our another matrician called diffuse soup. When is GPU mining going to go live? At least we'll start to add computing power to the network, and if the rewards for use of the computing power are high enough to be profitable, then it could bring plenty of users to the network. Yeah, that's the business model exactly. Yeah, Owen.
Yeah, I just mentioned in the first question, we just released the guide document about how to install the Manta client on your machines today. After that, we will do some other testing work. Yeah, after the testing, we will start the business running. I think we'd like to introduce lots of the business partner and the business owners who will rent the computing power from our network. Then your GPU computing power will be released to the customers, and you will get a release. So yeah, I think the time will be very soon, and we'd like to it safe and it can launch it as soon as possible.
Okay. Both could. Our another hardcore matrician in community, he got a question. If data centers are set up to provide matrix AI computing resources, does every node in a data center need to stack 10,000 men in order to participate in the network? Owen?
Yeah. At the very beginning, because we need to guarantee our service quality, which means we need to offer the stable GPU computing power. So at the very beginning, I think the data center needed to stake some Mancoin at first. I think in the after we have running for a while, if we have got a very good relationship and a partnership, and we have enough the computing power in our network, I don't think the staking is necessary. Yeah, then maybe we will remove it.
So it's just a matter of time, and just a consideration that we want to have a better quality at the very beginning. That's why we want people to stake as a kind of guarantee or deposit or things like that. Yeah, and that's the rationale. And now we get to the last question. This is from Young Savior. Okay, the question is like this. Which one of these aspects is important for you? So it's a multiple choice question. You can select more than one answer, by the way. A, increasing token price and value. B, empowering platform development. C, building community trust. D, expanding partnership globally. All right, so this is a multiple choice. And feel free to select 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 answers. Owen?
Yeah, that's interesting questions. I think all of them are very important for our projects and our community. At first, I think empowering platform development will increase our projects value, and also it will make our community trust us more, and also expanding the partnership globally, and it will bring our more business value, and also building our community trust. I think if we will do all the work right, and the token price will grow to its proper position. So I think all of them are very important for us, and the most important our thing is we need to do our job as good as possible.
Yeah, right. So do our job, do a good job first. In the meantime, build the trust from community by education, providing transparency, and also expanding the partnerships for wider use of our services. And bit by bit, the price will be affected in a positive way. But as usual, we won't comment too much on the price up and down, because the market itself is quite fluctuate, especially after the incidents 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we the most important thing for us and to you is we, as the project team, set down our feet and do our work and do a good job, and have a far-fetched vision to guide the project, and those are the important things. And I think, young Sofia, when you come up with this question, you do have your own answers already, and your answers is close to ours, just kinds of timing or priority. Yeah. So that's all the question coming from the magicians that we screened for this AMA. And there is one suggestion coming from another magician, saying that we have to give rewards to those who help to test. And I do agree with that, and we will consider. Yeah. But please do not expect there will be a lot of rewards for doing test tasks, because we want to involve you in the testing stage and to treat you as part of the project. So yeah, and we do appreciate your work, and that's why we will consider your suggestion. Yeah, thank you. And so we have answered all these questions, and our 2.0 roadmap is wrapping up. And do you want to drink something, Owen? Do you want to drink a champagne or something like that? To celebrate, okay. And then, yeah, as I said, our Matrix 3.0 is coming up, and we will present in a PowerPoint format with the rationales and the phases and the roadmaps. Yeah, so just stay tuned. And thank you for the matricians for submitting the questions, whether it's selected or not. Yeah. And thanks to our CEO for your time, and also your patience and your explanation to the questions. Thanks for that. And
yeah, it's my pleasure to answer your questions.
Okay, so we're going to end this AMA, and take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.